The crimson sun of Epsilon 7 hung low on the horizon, casting long shadows across the jagged terrain. The air shimmered with heat waves as Commander Elias Voss trudged through the rocky expanse, his boots crunching against the dry soil. His mission had been straightforward: retrieve data from a derelict research outpost and return to orbit before nightfall. What he hadn't anticipated was finding it. At first glance, it looked like nothing more than a pile of mangled fur and metal lying, motionless in the dust. It wasn't until Elias knelt beside it that he realized what, or rather, who it was. A creature unlike anything he'd ever seen, part organic and part machine, its body fused together in an intricate blend of alien biology and advanced cybernetics. Its eyes flickered faintly, dim amber lights struggling against the encroaching darkness of death. Elias hesitated. He knew the risks. This thing could be dangerous. It might not even be alive anymore. Yet something about its condition tugged at him. A spark of recognition, perhaps, or simply the instinctive refusal to leave a sentient being behind. Whatever it was, Elias made up his mind. Back aboard the Aegis, Elias secured the alien wolf, now dubbed Echo, in the medical bay. The ship's AI, Ceres, analyzed the creature's physiology while Elias monitored its vitals. "It's remarkable," Ceres said, her voice calm and analytical. "Its neural pathways are entirely synthetic, yet they interface seamlessly with biological systems. Whoever built this, Echo, possessed technology far beyond our capabilities." "Built?" Elias frowned, glancing at the unconscious creature. "You think it's artificial?" "No," Ceres replied. "It's alive. Or at least, it was once purely organic. Extensive modifications suggest it was enhanced, or possibly repaired, after sustaining severe injuries." As the hours passed, Echo began to stir. Its breathing grew steadier, and the faint hum of its internal systems increased in intensity. When its eyes finally opened, they locked onto Elias with an unsettling intelligence. For a moment, neither moved. Then, with deliberate slowness, Echo raised one clawed paw toward him. Elias froze, unsure if this was a gesture of gratitude or hostility. But when Echo let out a soft whine, almost pleading, he relaxed slightly. Reaching out, he placed a hand, gently on the creature's head. To his surprise, Echo leaned into the touch, emitting a low rumble that sounded suspiciously like a purr. Days turned into weeks as Echo recovered under Elias's care. During that time, a bond formed between them, a silent understanding forged through shared isolation. Though unable to communicate verbally, Echo demonstrated remarkable intelligence. It learned quickly, responding to gestures and expressions with uncanny precision. In return, Elias found himself opening up in ways he hadn't since losing his crew during a previous mission. But their fragile peace was shattered when an unknown vessel entered Epsilon 7's orbit. The ship hailed them immediately, identifying itself as belonging to the Dominion, a ruthless faction known for exploiting alien species for profit and power. Their leader, Admiral Kale Drex, demanded access to the Aegis under the pretense of routine inspection. "They're here for Echo," Ceres warned as Elias reviewed the transmission logs. "Their scans would have detected its unique energy signature. If they discover it aboard, they'll take it by force." Elias clenched his fists. He'd seen firsthand what the Dominion did to captured aliens: vivisection, enslavement, or worse. There was no way he'd let them get their hands on Echo, not after everything it had endured. When the Dominion boarding party arrived, Elias was ready. Using decoy signals and holographic projections, he lured them into a trap within the ship's cargo hold. As soon as the intruders stepped inside, the doors sealed shut, trapping them. Meanwhile, Echo prowled silently through the ventilation shafts, guided by Elias's commands via a makeshift neural link. The ambush was swift and brutal. Echo emerged from the shadows like a phantom, its metallic claws slicing through armor with ease. The Dominion soldiers never stood a chance. Within minutes, the hold was silent, save for the hum of Echo's systems and the occasional crackle of damaged equipment. Admiral Drex, however, remained aboard his flagship. Furious at the loss of his men, he ordered a full-scale assault on the Aegis. Outgunned and outnumbered, Elias knew they couldn't win in a direct confrontation. Instead, he devised a desperate plan. Using the data retrieved from the research outpost, Elias activated a dormant terraforming device buried deep beneath Epsilon 7's surface. The machine roared to life, unleashing torrents of energy that destabilized the planet's crust. Massive fissures split the ground, sending plumes of ash and fire skyward. The Dominion fleet scrambled to retreat, their ships shaking violently as gravitational anomalies wreaked havoc on their navigation systems. Meanwhile, Elias piloted the Aegis through the chaos, Echo perched protectively in the co-pilot's seat. Together, they narrowly escaped the collapsing atmosphere, emerging into the cold void of space just as Epsilon 7 imploded behind them. In the aftermath, Elias set a course for uncharted territory, determined to keep Echo safe from those who sought to exploit it. Along the way, he continued studying the creature's hybrid nature, piecing together fragments of its past. Echo, in turn, proved invaluable as both companion and ally, its instincts and abilities often saving them from perilous situations. Though they were fugitives now, hunted by the Dominion and cut off from humanity, Elias felt no regret. For the first time in years, he had purpose. And as he gazed at Echo, watching the amber glow of its eyes reflect the distant stars, he realized something profound. Sometimes, salvation comes not from grand victories or noble sacrifices, but from refusing to abandon someone, even if that someone is an alien wolf left to die.